To my story is this guy that I met at the library again. What should we call him? We're gonna call him. What should I call him? Robert. That's what the fuck we're gonna call him, Robert. So Robert has been someone. This was a guy that I would always see at the library. He's currently studying for a lot of exams right now, and I when I was when I was studying for this big old rotted comp exam that I had coming up February of this year. Thank God I passed it. Whew. Um, I was going to the library all the time to study, get my mind off things and just focus and concentrate, like the good little student that I was. Okay. And yeah, so I would always see him there, and it's funny, like just like today, he was always sitting at the exact same desk, exact same spot every single time I would see him. College student knows is their seat, is their spot seat. So of course, I came over to him and I told him that we just started talking because it's been a minute since I've been to the library because now since school has been over for me. Thank God that was hell that I went through, but I did. Okay. But yeah, so yeah, being there, like we just kind of chit chatted, talked, and whatever. And I told him the new stuff I'm doing right now, which is that I am not going to be following the economics path, which is the degree that I have in, and that I'm actually doing a completely big career change. I'm wanting to focus on the arts and going into film and entertainment. So pretty much that, all that good stuff. And then, very supportive. He was just like, wow. He was like, just like what I thought, just like all of the other reactions I've gotten from many other people that I've told. He was just, really excited and really looking forward to the new content and stuff for me. Fast forwarding to the other parts that make this story a little bit more interesting is that he had sent to me. No, he didn't send me. He told me that like he wanted to. He was gonna take me out because now he has a car, and so that's what that was. And so immediately going on in my head, I started feeling triggered. You wanna know why I started feeling triggered? Because of a whole another story that I'm gonna have to tell you about later on. It's gonna backdrop into this. Put it straightforward. Of course, it's about guys. And this is where we're going to do a little mini segment, a little side note on another different topic here in this particular part of Robert at the library. Okay, this is where we're going to do a little side note on. Now, this is where we're going to do a little side note to talking about. I'm thinking so much on this. Fuck. Okay. Now, this is where we're going to do a little side note. Okay. One of the things that irritates me so freaking much that we always have to fucking go through, especially as straight women, is the following: trust issues, right? Why can't players just play, right? Why can't they just make shit so damn fucking obvious for you that you can just sit here and just say, okay, this is all that he wants, that's it. No, they got to do some form or kind of emotional manipulation. Annoying as shit, right? Making you think that it's like there's kind of something there, but there isn't, and just playing and going on back and forth with you, like, what the fuck's that there for? I don't understand that. So there's kind of like a backdrop story to that, which I'm going to tell you about later on, because that's a whole other separate video for itself. It's probably going to have like 59 parts to it alone by itself. And who knows, I probably might have a shit ton more in the next 2 years or so. That's how my stories go, right? So, yeah. So that's pretty much that. And it was just like a wonderful thing, when you have that one friend. So, me and my girl Janelle were kind of talking about it. Shout out to her. Shout out to you, Janelle. From back from my undergrad. Love her so much. We've been kind of talking about this stuff, and like, yeah, and so boys are assholes. Boys are assholes. The trifling ones. Yeah. But going back to the story now, so he was just like, yeah, like we're gonna hang out and stuff, and so I immediately, on the inside, I'm not gonna lie to you, I started feeling a little triggered again because recently, not too long ago, probably like maybe a couple of days ago, I was still dealing with this one freaking Ross guy that I cannot seem to fucking get rid of. Yeah, so recently I've had I've just been dealing with some stuff with that same kind of guy based situation. And so that's kind of led me to kind of just feeling not so well off in the emotional or mind state to really, I guess, make a decision on that or like reply to what he said to him. And so I'm just kind of sitting there like, ah, oh, the fuck did I say to you? I'm not really quite sure I can make up my mind. And I know that maybe somewhere in there I'm probably going too much into it. But again, as you can understand, I'm feeling triggered because of a lot of the nonsense bullshit that I was just recently dealing with. And so I'm just kind of sitting there like, should I even say yes to that shit? I have no fucking ass clue at all. I don't know what to, I don't know what to feel right now in this moment. I don't know. I just don't even want to answer right now because I just, honestly, really and true, in that moment, I was just feeling kind of like, I just want to walk away right now and just not deal with any of this at all. Because I'm not in the right mind state too. You know, it's just like, it's too much shit with boys. It's too many. Too many to fucking count. I ain't got time, right? So, I mean, emotionally, I've just kind of been on kind of like an emotional vacay where it's just like, I just accept. But, um, my same friend Janelle, she kind of pretty much just kind of reassured me about this other very wonderful, great mini lesson that we all have to learn in life when it comes to dealing with those things like trust issues. And that is intentions. And the thing with intentions is that you will never really know, as exactly what she said to me too. She was just like, you're never going to really know someone's intentions until you see it for yourself. And so, really and truly, you have to just sit there and just honestly just go out there and see for yourself, take the engagement and see what happens. See what's in front of you. And then you can make up your minds from there. Right? But and I guess like, I don't know, I'm thinking about it like after what she was saying, I feel like, I don't know, the way that I draw to it is that it was just kind of like maybe it doesn't have anything to do necessarily with trusting. Well, it does because you do have to let them gain your trust at the end of it all. That's what they have to do. Same way you would have to do as well for them to feel comfortable with you and stuff. But the fact of the matter is that like you just have to see for yourself. You can't necessarily just live outside in fear. Here we go again, fear, right? Other people can create fear for you in so many million odd different ways. And so that's kind of all there is to it. So now, I guess the mini conclusion on that part of the overall day events for me was that I am gonna see and hang out with them and see, just hang out. Cause he like I never really like. He's a cool person. He's a nice guy. So we'll just say yes. Yeah, why not? So yeah, so I think like and again like shout out to my friend. Friends do everything, and like my friend just overall kind of helped me out with that kind of I guess reassuring me and kind of keeping me back, instead of thinking all over the place and all that stuff, which is what assholes like to do. Yeah. So that wraps up part one of my day for June 21st.